shooting it cross ice. 25 seconds left. Flanagan getting it up ahead to Wayne Strip. Strip backhands it, and coming up to get it is Chris Lukey. Lukey going into the left wing. Lukey barrels in, shoots, and scores! He scores! With 14 seconds to go! The Admirals have the lead! 7-6! Excitement at its greatest. 14 seconds remaining in the game. And tremendous. The fans love it. The Admirals love it. And they're going to take this victory away 7-6. With just 14 seconds remaining in the game. A tremendous play. Chris Lukey. Now we've got Bill McDougall and Greenberg dropping the gloves, but the linesmen jump in and skate him away. The referee even got in here and took that Bill McDougall. That's something the referees generally don't do, is grab onto a player. But he doesn't want anything to happen now, because with 14 seconds, now's the time that things can happen and a fight can break out, which will clean the benches. The Erie, I think they lost this game. And I think they lost it, and they know they lost it. Chris Lukey with the goal to put the Admirals ahead. He streaked in from the blue line and just got it past Rosati.
Second of the night, number 7, Chris Lukey.
Well, that's deafening noise, and it's deserving of Lukey because he put that puck right in behind Rosati.
Number 19, Wayne Strip.
There's been as much noise in the scope ever.
Assist on the Admirals goal to number 19, Wayne
Strip gets an assist.
Time of the goal, 19:46.
And Pete Masana, the referee, is going over to talk to the penalty timekeeper and straighten out if there are penalties. Greenberg is going off, so Erie will have a man advantage, and what that means, Pat, they're going to have a two-man advantage because they'll pull the goaltender. They'll pull the goaltender for sure, and they'll have that two-man advantage. But remember again now, Bob, they have 14 seconds to do it. 14 seconds is a tough time to try to tie this game.
Bill McDougall, 2 minutes for roughing.
Greenberg is going off the ice, and that's a good idea for the referee to get rid of anybody who might start something.
Admirals penalty on number 5, Steve Greenberg.
Well, they also dropped one on McDougall, so it looks like they'll be coincidental minors, and the teams will skate 5 aside. Well, the goaltender is out of the Panthers to our left. They have 14 seconds with a manpower advantage, but remember, the Admirals are going to be strong here in the next 14 seconds. 7-6, Admirals lead. Chris Lukey's goal putting the Admirals on top. And 14 seconds left. Erie has pulled the goaltender to get an extra skater. Pretty hard to be any more exciting than this. Everybody is off their seats. Everybody standing at scope. 6,071 on hand. Everybody standing. The crowd noise is deafening. Here's the face-off, and it's going to be flipped out of play on the right side. Well, that knocked 4 seconds off it. It's down to 10 seconds now, Bob. So the Panthers really have a job to do to try to put that in, even with that manpower advantage. So the score, 7-6 for the Admirals on that Lukey goal just moments ago. And it looks like they're going to take a 500 in this series and take a game apiece on this weekend series. And remember that Erie Panthers are the number 1 team in this league. Maybe not for long, Bob. 10 seconds to go. Here comes the face-off, and it goes back toward the empty net. Erie with 4, 3, 2. The crowd counts it down. The Admirals win! game. There was a wild, long first period. And there was a very good second period and a tremendous third period. Probably the best bit of hockey that I've seen in years. Oh, this is a magic moment, no doubt about it. That'll bring fans. Now the two teams are gone back to their respective locker rooms. The Admirals off to my left, and now the Panthers off to my right. Wow. What a tremendous night. Bob. It won the game 7-6 on that Lukey shot and put it right in behind them. It was a tremendous game, as I said. The first period, second period, and a tremendous third period. And we could have, this is halfway through the season, these Erie Panthers are going to be looking over their backside because I think the Admirals are starting to come upon them, and it might end up with the Admirals jumping up in the second spot and jumping ahead of the old Panthers. We like to jump one ahead of the Panthers. Yeah, before they jump on you. They jumped tonight, though, the Admirals. 7-6 the final. Admirals win it, and we'll be back with our wrap-up in 60 seconds. This is Admirals Hockey on WTAR. Well, there's no question it is going to take a little while for the boys to unwind after this one tonight. Just a terrific hockey match here at Scope. 6,071 filing out, and everybody with a smile on their face as the Admirals, just 14 seconds away from heading to an overtime, get a game-winning goal from Chris Lukey and knock off the league-leading Erie Panthers 7-6. Magnificent excitement here at Scope tonight for this hockey franchise. Lukey's goal, his first of the game, and for Chris Lukey, that is his 10th goal of the season, and it is his second game-winning goal of the season. And he couldn't have picked a better time. Broke in from the blue line, stick handled around the defenseman, went in and put a backhander past Rosati, just 14 seconds from the finish. And the Admirals win 7-6, the first time they've been able to beat Erie this season and stay within 4 points of the league leaders. The Admirals are now 16-12-1 with 33 points. Erie falls to 7-5 with 3 overtime losses and 37 points. And depending on the outcome of the Winston-Salem game at home against Greensboro tonight, we may have a shuffling of the standings even further. Winston-Salem might be able to gain on Erie with a victory tonight. We'll try to get the shots for you in the third period as we go along with our wrap-up. Pat Shudler is down by the Admirals locker room, and he's going to be talking with the #1 star of the game, the Texaco star of the game, Chris Lukey, and he'll also be talking with the Hampton Roads Admirals head coach, John Brophy. It has been a whale of a night and a great game indeed as the Admirals win it 7-6 over Erie here tonight. The final shots on goal in the game tonight for the Admirals, they had 15 in the third period, and that gives them a game total of 38. And for the Erie Panthers tonight, they had 14 in the third period, also a game total now of 33 shots on goal. The attendance again here tonight, 6,071 on hand, and they are filing out, and everybody smiling as they come by the broadcast table here at the mezzanine level at Scope, because they have witnessed one of those one-of-a-kind hockey games. I mean, you saw everything tonight. We had a first period that lasted an hour and 10 minutes because of a list of penalties a mile long. Pugilism, as Mr. Shudler would say, and first period that saw the Admirals score 4 goals and take a 4-2 lead. Twice tonight, the Admirals could not hold 2-goal advantages. They were up 4-2 going to the second. Erie tied it at 4. The Admirals got the first 2 goals in the third period from Strip and Lukey, and they could not hold that lead either. Bill McDougall came back to tie 2 power play goals to tie it, one by Bill McDougall and one by Craig Kitteringham. That tied it at 6-6, and it was looking for all the world like we were going to go to an overtime. But then Lukey, just seconds from the finish, streaking in from the left wing, beating the defense, and then ultimately beating Erie goaltender Mike Rosati. And that proved to be the game winner. Lukey's 10th goal of the season, his second tonight. To make that his 11th goal of the season and second tonight as the Admirals have the victory 7-6 tonight over the Erie Panthers. And again, just to show you what a win like this will do to the complexion of the standings, Erie, had they won this game tonight in regulation, would have had 39 points, and the Admirals would have had 31. The Admirals losing the 2-game series would have been 8 points behind Erie. But just by coming back, and Lukey's goal, 14 seconds from the finish, prevented Erie from getting even 1 point tonight, and the Admirals now have 33 for the season, and they are within 4 of first place, just like they started the series 2 nights ago. But after coming back and losing that game last night 4-1, to bounce back and win tonight in such dramatic fashion has to be a big shot in the arm for John Brophy's hockey team. The records of the teams: the Hampton Roads Admirals are now 16-12-1 with 33 points, and third, Erie 17-5-3 with 37 points tonight. The final 7-6, the Admirals. Again, the final shots: Erie 14 in the third period for a game total of 33. The Admirals had 15 in the third and a game total of 38. Chris Lukey with the game-winning goal. The goals scored tonight, and there were 13 of them. Hampton Roads got the first 2. Trevor Job getting the opening goal at 4:16 of the first period. Power play goal it was from McEwen and Prasnick. For Job, goal number 24 this season. Wayne Strip, number 5 at 5:07 from Pat Cavanaugh. That made it 2-0 Admirals. Erie came back. League-leading scorer Bill McDougall, number 26, unassisted at 8:49. That made it 2-1. The Admirals again took a 2-goal lead. Trevor Job's 25th of the season, second of the game at 10:14 from Strip and Prasnick. That made it 3-1. Erie closed within 3-2. Martin Bergeron's first goal of the night, a power play goal it was, an assist to Doucette, and that made it a score of 3-2 Hampton Roads. And then the Admirals got the final goal of the period. Bryant Martin, his 22nd, a power play goal from Murray Hood and Trevor Job at 15:33, and that made it 4-2 Admirals at the end of 2. The second period belonged to Erie. The Panthers scored the period's only 2 goals. Darrell Harp, number 9, at 1:56 from Walsh, and then Bill McDougall, his second of the game, his 27th of the season, a power play goal at 14:20 from Bergeron, and also Rosati, the goaltender. Then in the third, the Admirals broke out of the gate quickly. They got the game go-ahead goal from Wayne Strip, his 5th of the year, and then one from Chris Lukey, his first of the game and 10th of the season in the third period, and that made it 6-4. But Erie came back to tie it. Bill McDougall recording a hat trick, giving him 28 goals, a power play. Also Gador and Harp with assists on the play. Craig Kitteringham tied it on a power play goal from Bill McDougall, and that's where we stood 6-6 coming down the stretch. And then the game-winning goal, as you heard, from Chris Lukey, coming with just 14 seconds left, an assist to Wayne Strip, and the final score was 7-6 in favor of the Admirals. Pat Shevler downstairs with some interviews, and we'll go to those when we continue in 60 seconds. This is Admirals Hockey on WTAR. Welcome back to Scope, everybody. Let's go down to Pat Shevler, who's standing by with the Texaco star of the game, Chris Lukey.
Well, with me down at rinkside is Chris Lukey, and scored that goal with 14 seconds remaining last night at the game ground tonight. There was no room to lose. It was a must game. We had to win.
You know, both goaltenders played tremendous tonight, too. Your goaltender saved many of them, and the same at the other end.
They played really well. Frankie came out big. We knew what we had to do.
When you people come out right at the start of the game and start throwing the body around, do you think it changed the atmosphere of the Panthers altogether over last night?
Oh, definitely. They came out probably with the win last night. I think they came out with a little relaxed attitude and didn't expect us to work as hard as we did.
What about the fans here? They really got on it in the last part of the game, and it'll give you a goal or two, I think, won't it?
We love the fans down here. We never expected anything like this, and it helps. The more they come out, the better we play.
Right. And losing some of the players to the American League and maybe a trip back to the National League is a great thing. You don't like to lose them, but the way some of you fellows are playing, the scouts are going to come down this way, I'm sure, and have a look at you.
I hope so. That's why we're all here. We're all here to hopefully one day play in the National League. It's tough when you lose a guy down here, but it's great for him because he's going up and he's achieving his goals in life.
Right. You know, the old Eastern League used to be the knock 'em down, drag 'em out battle, and I think a lot of the players were never will-be's or has-beens, but in this league, they're young fellas, you fellas are young guys, and you have your eyes on getting up to the American League and the National League.
Yeah, we expect it probably to be a little more rougher because it's had a bad reputation in the past, but the league's cleaned up a lot. It's coming a long way.
there's a lot less stick stuff than there used to be in the old Eastern League, I think, and that's something that I think that hockey is trying to clean up all the way around, keep those sticks down.
Yeah, definitely. No one needs the sticks. No one needs the fighting. Go out there, score goals, have fun.
Right. The Erie Panthers, of course, are leading this league, and we're halfway through the season, so it looks like you guys might drop up into second place and maybe take them. It'd be a nice finale if we come down to the finals with the Panthers and you fellas.
Well, that's our goal. We know we can do it. We got the talent on this team. I think we got the work ethic. We got the coach. We got all tools to put it together.
And you have the fans, and you have everything else. Thanks again, Chris, and you did a super job tonight, and that was a big goal.
Thank you.